Hello, this is Paul's British English. My name's Paul. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about some more common errors that I see among students. What I'll do is I'll give you the errors, I'll tell you what's wrong with the sentences, and then we'll try and correct the sentences together. Okay, so 3 common errors. The first one that we're going to talk about today is the word character versus the word characteristic. Now, I will have students that will say to me occasionally, he has a good characteristic. This is not a correct sentence. The correct sentence would be, he has a good character. Character, a synonym for character, a word that means the same thing, could be personality. Okay, the way that his personality is, he has a nice personality, he has a good personality. Characteristic is more like a part of your personality. So almost like a building block. So it's like the whole character is the whole personality. So if you think of the whole character almost like a house, and the characteristics are the building blocks that make that house. So nobody has 100% a good character. Everyone always has some flaws. So you could say that he has a good character, but some of his characteristics aren't very good. For example, he might be a great guy overall, a great person overall, but maybe he's not very patient. Okay. So in that sentence, remember, character means personality, characteristics means elements of the personality, so parts of the personality. Okay. The second sentence we're going to talk about is the difference between the words good and well. So a common sentence that I'll actually be given by students is, you speak English very good. Now that's not a correct sentence. I would need to say, you speak English very well. Because what you need to use there is you need to use an adverb. So you're describing the verb speak. So you speak English very well. Good is an adjective. So an adjective cannot describe a verb, it can only describe a noun. So you could say, your English is very good. And then you are describing the quality of the person's English. But if you want to describe the word speak, you've got to use an adverb. So you would say, you speak English very well. So remember, in that context, well is an adverb. Good is always an adjective. It's never an adverb. Sometimes well is an adjective, but that's if you're talking about health. So you could say, I feel well. And then that would be an adjective. But if you're using it with a verb, then it's an adverb. So you speak English very well. That's the correct sentence. The final sentence we're going to talk about is a sentence that I hear spoken many times. Students will either say, I'm going to home, or I'm going to abroad. Now, in that context, abroad and home are not nouns. They're adverbs of place. Okay, so you're describing where you are going. So the abroad or the home relates to the word go. So you don't need the preposition. You have to get rid of the preposition. So you could say, I'm going home. I'm going abroad. That's the correct sentence because you're talking about adverbs of place. So you're describing where you are going with the place. Now you could say, I am going to my home. That is correct, because if you say my home, that's a noun. That's not an adverb of place. But because we use it so often, because we say that sentence so often, because you go home so often, it has become an adverb of place. So I'm going home. Okay. So 3 common sentences that I see which are used in a bad way, they're used mistakenly. With these descriptions and with these explanations and correct sentences, you should be able to use this more accurately and more correctly. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, you can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can subscribe to us on Facebook. You can look at us on Naver Blogs. And we have a website which you can look at, which is www.paulsbritishenglish.com. Thank you for watching the video.